I'm going to show you a couple different kinds of screwdrivers you might find useful when you're in a tight spot. A regular screwdriver is not going to do you much good in this tight spot. We've got quite an angle. Your screw is going to go in at an angle unless you have a screwdriver that will allow you to put pressure straight on in this small amount of space. You can use this right angle screwdriver. There's plenty of room to get into this small area. Now it's going to take some time because you'll be blocked in some ways, but you can get at it a lot more directly than trying to use a traditional screwdriver at an angle, which is going to create big problems. You may be able to use a stubby in a lot of situations, but even with a stubby, depending on how much room you've got, you could run into some problems. Putting some pilot holes in first will help make it easier to use whatever kind of screwdriver you're using, but you'll want to drill those holes without the hardware being in the way, so you can go straight in. Even drilling a small pilot hole is going to help a lot as long as it goes in straight. Go ahead and drill the screw in and back out before the hardware's there. It'll make it so much easier when you've only got a tool like this to press it in. Now there's a memory of going in straight. We'll start them in by hand, go as far as we can go till it gets tight. Now we can apply pressure, always pushing against the screw as you twist to force it back in nice and straight. That pilot hole makes it so much easier. Now you don't want to snug up the first screw too much because we still have to put this one in and we want to make sure that it is straight. Another thing that can make it go in easier is to just put a little bit of soap on there for a lubricant, and it really does work. Remember to start it again by hand only. Go as far as you can. And let the process begin. So in this case, you can tilt it just enough that you can get to it with a regular screwdriver until it gets too tight, and then you'll have to switch. So now we'll make sure everything's nice and straight and then snug it up. There it is, the hook is in. So that's one example of where a right angle screwdriver comes in handy.